Who is in Minecraft? This mysterious entity is hiding in plain sight, yet nobody is talking about it. I've searched through hundreds of videos and forums, hoping to find more information about it, but I couldn't find a single person mentioning it. Why is this entity so hidden, and why does nobody know about it? Hi, I'm Greyhead, and today I will unravel the mystery of Minecraft's most secret entity and reveal its true purpose, forever changing the way you see the world of Minecraft. Let's begin with the end. More exactly, the end poem. It's a text that appears after you've beaten the Ender Dragon and went through the exit portal. The text takes the form of a conversation between two godly beings, talking about what the player, you, achieved in the game. It's a pretty long and complex poem, so many players just skip it entirely, while others never even get to see it. Only 4% of players manage to kill the Ender Dragon on Bedrock Edition, and only 0.6% of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you like this video so far, consider subscribing and leave a comment with what you think I should improve in my videos. I read every comment. Thank you. But going back to our topic, what does the end poem have to do with the secret entity? Throughout the poem, you will find many pieces of text that were obfuscated. One of the godly beings explains that you haven't reached the highest level yet, necessary for understanding the obfuscated text. Quote, "It worked, with a million others, to sculpt a true world in the fold of the and created a for in the It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game." End quote. What is the meaning of the obfuscated text? Could it be hinting at our mysterious entity? A little bit more down into the poem, we find more obfuscated text, but this time it's a little bit more interesting. Quote, "Sometimes I do not care, sometimes I wish to tell them, this world you take for truth is merely and I wish to tell them that they are in the they see so little of reality in their long dream." End quote. Take a look at this line. I wish to tell them that they are blank. Could it be suggesting that you, the player, are the mysterious entity? Or maybe that you are somehow controlling it? What if the entity is just an empty vessel that you, the player, take control of when you join your Minecraft world, and they are forced to follow each of your commands against their will? Unfortunately, the obfuscated text alone isn't enough evidence to support that theory, is it? To be fair, any of those obfuscated texts could mean literally anything. This world you take for truth is merely
Mercedes-Benz
and
Mercedes-Benz.
I wish to tell them that they are
Mercedes-Benz
in the
Toyota.
Let's take a look at more compelling evidence. But before that, I want to tell you that I have a Buy Me a Coffee page where you can support the production of new Greyhead videos and projects with just $1 Canadian. It sounds small, but it really helps me out a lot. So if you wish to help, head to www.buymeacoffee.com/greyhead667. Thank you for your support, and let's get back to the video. Minecraft Bedrock Edition, also known as Bugrock, has a pretty neat feature called tips. No, not that kind. Loading tips. When loading a world, instead of the boring Java world generation animation, you will be greeted with a handful of tips, some which are helpful, while some are straight up lies, like this one. The Enderman language is actually English in reverse. Yeah, right, and my name is Mercedes-Benz. The Enderman is actually using normal English, the audio is just distorted. Anyway, if you are lucky, you will encounter a special loading tip, featuring similar text to the one found in the end poem. Quote, "The world of Minecraft is endlessly surprising. You will find lots of different animals, plants, and even..." End quote. As we can see, this loading tip uses the same obfuscated text as in the end poem. We established earlier that only certain entities that have reached the highest level can read that kind of text, meaning whoever wrote this message is as godly as the two entities speaking in the end poem. But could it actually be one of them? I theorize each high-level entity in Minecraft is assigned their own text color, dark green and dark aqua for the end poem gods, and white for the loading tips god. But if this text is white, does that mean that all text in Minecraft, death messages, inventory, maybe even your own text, is the creation of a godly entity that is on a higher plane of existence? And if that is the case, what about gold text or any other colors of text? Are those gods too? That will be a theory for another day, so make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss that video. But does all of this mean that you, the player, are controlled by a godly entity? When you type something in the Minecraft chat, the color is white, just like the loading tips god's color. Could they maybe control what you say, what you do, and what you think? This would mean that the entity we are after is one of the gods itself, and we cannot read its name because we don't have the highest level of knowledge yet. That's an interesting and quite frightening theory, but before drawing any conclusions, we have to talk about the final place where obfuscated text appears in Minecraft. The 2020 April Fool's update added infinite dimensions to the game. If you throw a written book into a nether portal, the portal changes to one that will transport you to a new dimension, based on what was written in the book. This update, among many other things, added the box of infinite books. It's a block that once interacted with will give you a written book containing randomly generated text. Upon closer inspection, you'll notice that the book is signed by none other than... That was it. The final puzzle piece I needed to confirm that the mystery entity exists. Right there, in the book I was holding. They clearly wrote and signed that book. I decided to check the NBT data of the book, expecting the same gibberish obfuscation used for the end poem and the loading tip, but what I saw changed everything completely. Universe itself. This is when I realized, maybe I looked at this whole theory wrong from the very beginning. Going back to the end poem, what if the obfuscated text doesn't refer to someone, but something? Maybe the poem is not as lore heavy as we thought, and instead the poem is a metaphor for life itself. Maybe the obfuscated text represents your unknown future, your potential to fill your life with purpose and creation. The obfuscated text isn't meant to be understood by reading, it's meant to be lived. You are the author of your own story, so step forward into the unknown, because you are the story, and the end was never really the end. It was just the beginning. Wake up. Mercedes-Benz